Hello everybody, a big healthy welcome back to me. I rebooted my computer like once, so I had to, set everything up again, double check everything. Half the things weren't working. I didn't even have the Platoon ROM. But we're here, we're in it. We are playing Platoon today, in case you couldn't tell from the game cover art below me. I'm, replicating that classic scene from the movie. Platoon was developed and published by Sunsoft, which Sunsoft ain't a bad developer, or rather they weren't back in the day. I mean, they did Blaster Master, so I'm wondering if maybe this won't actually be an okay game. It's not a good game. Okay, hold on. Okay, so that's I'm clearly pressing the grenade button. That's what was going wrong. All right, your history. All right, we've already died. I don't know if that was a mine or what. Oh no. Yeah, this is not going to be a good game. You know why? Because up is jump. Okay, well, I probably should have tried to duck that instead of jumping over the bullet. Yeah, ducking it is fine. All right. All right. Good thing I was, walking away from that scene. We got guys falling on me. Jump over that tripwire. Your history. Alright, well. We're back, though. Clearly, it's not a big deal. Did you mean I'm historical? Because I can only agree. Now, immediately, I'm going to assume that they were going for... Well, I wanted to jump over that tripwire, but instead, I guess I just had to, go up. Well, the tripwire's gone anyway, so there we go. I assume that they wanted to properly try to replicate the experience of being lost in the jungle and the absolute madness that comes with it. Because I have a feeling we're going to be doing a lot of that, a lot of being lost. Now, I gotta be real, I have never actually watched Platoon. I know it's got an absolutely all-star cast. Charlie Sheen, Forrest Whitaker, Willem Dafoe, Johnny Depp, Keith David. That's wrong. Got some major players in it. I just have never gone out of my way to watch it. I know it's like one of those all-time GOAT war films. I can have a morale meter, and I don't know what it does. Hey, do I need that? Have I picked up something? Nope. Pause. Pause just pauses it. Select just tells me to get going. Alright. Well, it seems like we can't go anywhere further down on that layer. So let's go back up, I suppose. I have a feeling this whole game is just going to be a lot of roaming around, feeling very lost and confused. It's no Battlefield, I'll tell you that much. Oh, come on, man. At least you can take more than one hit, I guess. I feel like this isn't going to get me anywhere. Oh, but it is a backpack. You have found the explosives. Great. What do I do with them? Do I gotta travel all the way to the opposite side of the map now? What do you even do about that? Come on, man! Give me that. Whatever it is. Oh man, they are really raining down on me now. This is a big the big problem. I like how you don't even have like a health bar, it's just like it says hits, like you've taken this many specific hits. It functions the same, I just find it aesthetically interesting. Dude, we cleared that dude. This is actually how the Vietnam War was fought. We just like jumped over everybody that we came across. I don't know why I'm saying we, I had nothing to do with the Vietnam War. I'm a conscientious objector, man. By that I mean I just really don't want to go to basic. But I'm well past that point. I am pretty much at the point where I don't really have to worry about ever being drafted. I'm almost 30, you know. My mind is not so easy to mold. My body is not so fresh and spry. Mostly because I don't take care of it, because I'm awful. Well, we got some real pretty jungles here. Granted, it's the same tiled jungle sprites over and over, but... Oh! No, I'm history again! Well, we've used up a single grenade. At least we actually threw it. Please tell me there's a way up here. There isn't. Can I go down, around, and up? Nope, I don't know. I'm lost. What hit me? If I just got hit by one of those trapdoor men who was hiding behind the bush sprite, I'm gonna be mildly irate. Well, great game so far. Glad I'm spending time with this game specifically. How do I use the explosives? Can I use the explosives? What's the point of the explosives? I hit select, nothing happens. I hit start, nothing happens. Get going is all they're saying, really. Come on, man. Possibly a game where the manual would be essential. It's okay, just give me a second, give me a second. I want to try to find this out on my own. Pretend you're a kid who just went to Blockbuster. You heard that Platoon was super cool and you picked up the game. And now you don't have the manual because you rented it from Blockbuster and you're trying to find out how to play it because you don't want to admit to yourself that you may have just picked up the worst game in Blockbuster. That's what the roleplay is right now. Okay, well, we successfully looped the music. So that's good. I'm trying to like maintain continuity of where I am in my head, but I don't even know if that matters. Watch, turns out the level just procedurally generates as you play it and keeps changing. It's really just a highly experimental game. They were working around with some non-Euclidean level design. Dude, that's what I'll do. I'll design my own video game. The levels will be terrible, and when people ask me what the heck I was thinking when I was designing it, I'll say, hey, it's just non-Euclidean. Well, okay, that's my game over. Okay, I'm gonna check the manual real quick just to make sure I'm not missing something obvious. It's probably just bad, but I'm gonna check it anyway, so I'll be right back. As I suspected, it's just bad, actually. I was on the right track. I just didn't go the specific right directions. Oh, I can put my name on the high scoreboard. Nice. That's what I think of you. All right, press fire again. Now that I know how to actually shoot and all that. So status 1. That means we're on life 1, as in platoon member 1. We have 5 members of the platoon. If they all die, it's game over, which I assume ties into the central themes of the movie. I would say that that's a little awful. Go so far as to call that rather unfun to have enemies just kind of drop right on your head. But what do I know? Also, my computer decided to be extremely loud as it does. I need to replace that power supply because it shrieks sometimes. I don't even know why. There's got to be something mildly loose. I took some compressed air to it at one point. Thought that I shook something loose, but I didn't. And then I took apart the entire power supply, and I could disassemble the fan, put it all back together, and it was good for a while. And then one day, it started freaking out again. Nice, we've gotten a hit back. However, this is I'm not confident about finding my way. And neither would you be. Trust me, this is... The game is just designed to keep you lost forever. This is the top level, I want to say, though, because the jungle trees across the top of the screen have lowered. And by lowered, I mean they're not there. I thought, you know, I pressed down with the intention of, yeah, traveling like that. But you're just kind of at the mercy of whatever the game decides to do for you. That, I admittedly could have been a little more patient. That was my own fault. It was all my own fault for starting the game, actually. I'd like to think that I am accomplishing something by going further to the right, but for all I know, this game could just also loop Temple of Doom style. And we all know how great of a game Temple of Doom was. That wasn't quite the maneuver I had intended, but it did ensure that I was safe anyway, so we're going to call that a win. But is it really a win when we're still in game? I don't think this is going to help us either. Yeah, no, I did read the manual that said, yeah, you need the explosives to blow up the bridge. We never found the bridge in our last attempt, and now we're not finding the explosives. What that tells me is that if you're stuck, that's just kind of part of the game, and you just got to get over it, chump. So... hooray! It's a game that relies on you being lost, and the actual moment-to-moment gameplay is not interesting enough to justify the fact that you'll be wandering around the jungle for an eternity. There are apparently 4... Well, okay. I did barely see his head there. 1 platoon member dead. I was saying something and then I lost it. In all my incredulity. Yeah, this is a rough one. It's like, I guess, technically better put together than a game like Rambo. Not to say that that's really, you know, a huge heap of praise or anything like that. You know, Rambo's is kind of one of those, what the heck were you thinking about with that one kind of games. Jeez. But no, this is another one of those games that I'm pretty convinced wasn't actually made by anybody who has ever played a video game. The NES has a lot of those. And honestly, especially with these licensed games, it might not even be that far-fetched of a theory. You know? Someone's like, hey, yo, we need to make a game for Platoon. Oh, you mean that super, like, R-rated war movie that most parents won't let their kids probably even watch? I hit the tripwire. Horrible. But we're gonna make it for a kids' video game system? Like, yeah. That one. They say, well, you're the boss, good luck with that. So then they had to hire someone who read the word dictionary in a diction... I messed up the joke! Read the word video game in a dictionary once, and then that was all that they knew. Like, that's all of their video game knowledge, and then they were like, we can make one of these. How have I not stumbled upon the explosives yet? Well, that was just poorly played there. The morale bar does not come into play until we find our way to the village, which we need to blow up the bridge to get to. So don't you worry about that. I can't keep going up though because the explosives are, I'm pretty sure, down somewhere, and like the bottom layer. I wanted those rations, but I, you know, instead of ducking, I just traveled down. Because again, they decided to map, jump, and duck to the same buttons that you choose to completely change screens. Brilliant! And the controls aside, who thinks this is fun? That's my biggest question. Ration, okay, good. I got overly excited because I thought it may have been a bag of explosives first, but ha! Foolish me. No, they're not going to be up here, I don't think. Oh, come on. Shouldn't have taken my hand off the controller. Why would you do that, you amateur? But yeah, there are games that take you being lost and kind of run with it as a theme and like do it well. This isn't one of them. I think pretty much any game of this vintage wouldn't be one of them. It takes many years of refining gameplay engines and qualities and lots of market research into what's fun and all that to make something like that really work. Doing it way back on the NES with a game like this. Yeah. And for all I know, the rest of the levels may not even be anything like this. This might just be like the very first level and it's the literal worst. Well, I found the bridge, but I don't have the explosives. Which means I'm sure I can't, you know... I can't proceed. Yeah, nope. Your platoon was wiped out. You should have destroyed the bridge. You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. I defied you. I thought I could just play the game however I wanted. Just like those tales of people who play D&D and completely sidetrack the story until there's nothing left of it, so then the DM sets a unwinnable encounter at the end, and they're like, this is because you didn't actually save the day. Because you failed to save the day is now ruined. You reap what you sow. That's basically what that was. Come on. I need to just jump when I see those guys. Attempting to shoot them accomplishes nothing. Attempting to play the game does nothing. The only winning move is to not play. And you know me. You know I'm typically, you know, pretty open-minded when it comes to older video games. I enjoy the oddities. This is less of an oddity and more of just kind of a, well, it's really the kind of game that makes you ask why. Like, the more I play it, the more questions I have. And not questions like, how much passion did you put into this project? More like, did anybody test this? Okay, hold on. New idea. The rash, yeah, it despawned. That's not great. I mean, it's fine. I only have one hit on me. Okay, let me go up here. Actually, no. Even further left and then go up here. Wouldn't have made a difference. It's literally the same place. What am I doing? Why am I doing it? No. We're gonna... If this is the bridge again, and I still haven't found the explosives, I'm gonna be mondo upset, man. So, you know what? Let's just avoid that. Let's try to go further down. Well, good job. Maybe that one to the left is the better place to be. Yeah, let's try that one on the left. Maybe there's a path down from there. I would leave a trail of breadcrumbs, but I'm saving those for the ducks at home, you know. Well, this is just a death area. This game isn't very good. That's not surprising. I mean, the moment you said, hey, it's a NES adaptation of the war drama Platoon, probably could have immediately told you, hey, that sounds bad. But, you know, I saw Sunsoft and I was like, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it'll be kind of cool. It was not cool. It's pretty cool how they managed to, you know, butcher all the concepts of what a video game is. Pretty cool how they took all my expectations involving their creation of Blaster Master and said, hey, now here's this. I have heard the Blaster Master sequels aren't very good. Actually, I think a lot of them are fine, but like Blaster Master 2 specifically, I've heard is kind of a crock. Which of course means I'm excited to try it out someday. But I don't think it's even an NES game. I think it was like a Super Nintendo game, or maybe it even came out for like a Genesis or something, you know, one of those like company hopping titles. So it's like, I don't want to play with you anymore, Nintendo. Sega has a below ground pool. And then you feel betrayed. Because you thought that your above ground pool was kind of cool. And then your best friend, Blaster Master, just kind of told you off and now you feel like a nerd. I'm amazed I didn't take a hit there. You can't shoot me while I'm leisurely walking in one direction. It's not how it works. No, that's probably not right. None of it's right. I'm already tired of it. We're 22 minutes in and I'm already tired of this one. Oh my god. Yep. Very good. Very excited about that. Fortunately, we are a bullet hopper. It's the bridge. Are you kidding me? I don't want the bridge. I need the explosives, man. Where are the explosives? Where in this godforsaken jungle? And why are they hidden? If that's a movie plot point, I'm sure it was accomplished very well. But as a video game plot point with no prior explanation, what the hell, man? At least nobody's died yet. That's pretty interesting. The most interesting thing that you'll see in this entire game, hey, I made it this far without someone in the platoon dying. You're getting a little scuffed up, you know, taking a hit there. But hey, we are finding enough rations to keep us a little bit above the 8 ball. Yeah, that moment when the music just stops and takes way too long to loop, it's like, that gets me all excited. Didn't even intend to go this way, but actually I think it was for the best. Please be a path down. Nope, there's no path down there. Bring me the explosives. Why don't we just send the special military trained army rats to gather the explosives? What good is throwing $1 billion into the military if they don't develop military rats that can accomplish anything? That's my main question. It is impressive that your platoon members can take like 5 bullets to the body and finally die. Like, They can take a licking, honestly. Much as I wish they would just die. Although all that accomplishes is it means that I have to start the game over yet again, which I've already done more than enough times. I'm certain that this isn't just like procedurally generated, right? It's got to be the same consistent jungle every time. So theoretically, if you were to bring up a walkthrough, it could just point you to exactly where the explosives are. Or you could just coast on setting a high score. And all of your friends will ask, why did you spend all summer break setting a high score on Platoon? And you'd say, abracadabra. Wouldn't actually answer the question. Wouldn't solve anything. You just, you know, be kind of even a weirder kid than you were. At least I'm getting real good at fighting grunts that die in one hit. Getting better at avoiding being shot myself. We're not perfect, but you know. Ah, Jesus. Yeah, back down, back down. Back down this way. Just give me the explosives, please. So I can go to the bridge, so I can uncover something new in this game. That's all I really want, is just something that isn't this jungle. And yet, it seems like it's asking a little too much. Should have picked that ration up. There's the explosives. Boy, we have the explosives. We're only on our first platoon member, so now we just gotta backtrack. How bad could that be, right? Well, it'll be considerably worse if you start getting impatient and then start dying. So try to keep it tight. And keep shooting people to get that nice score up. We definitely want to set a Platoon world record while we're here. You just kind of by default set it because nobody else has ever played Platoon. You learn the art of slowly sidestepping all the bullets that come at you. The end result is you become untouchable. Unless, you know, people fall from the sky on you. You have no way of combating that. Nice, the classic sprite made its way to the other side of the screen trick. I didn't want to go down, but sure, we'll go down. I'll probably have to go down eventually anyway. I was going to run into a tree or something. Which, you know, despite the fact that the game implies that it takes place in full 3D space, you can't just skirt around the tree. Absolutely not. That's not what I was looking for. Every ration makes me so slightly excited, though. You know, preserving your own life. Not dying, not losing lives needlessly. My only concern is that it'll take me a full half an hour to reach the bridge. I accidentally ran into it twice in a row, but you know, that was the same deal with the explosives. I accidentally ran into them, and then I couldn't find them again for another 8 years. This is a dead end, isn't it? I'm taking like the same paths over and over. Like, give me a landmark or something, dude. Something to help me determine where I am. Yep, yep, yep. Let's try here. Will this get me anywhere? Nope. It gets the opposite of somewhere, which is nowhere. Well, I hope whatever you're doing on your Friday night, it's better than this. Unless you're spending it watching this video, then I'd say at best you've broken even. But at least you can take solace in the fact that you're not actually the one playing Platoon. Hold on. Maybe we have to go down to go up. You know what I'm saying? The level design reminds me of something, but it reminds me of the Spy versus Spy kind of like level design, you know, where you keep getting trapped in dead ends and you have to go up and down the stairs and you're all over and you're just kind of wandering and you don't know what's going to happen next, but you know whatever it is, it's not going to be exciting. Have I been here? I feel like I've been here like 100 times. Oh man. Well, way to properly emulate the true getting lost in the jungle experience. I hope you're very proud, Sunsoft. The true hiding enemies just slightly behind foliage so you can't see them and then you die experience. Come on! I tried to pick up the ration. Instead, I died. All right, now it's all right. We got 4 guys left. They're all expendable as long as the 5th one stays alive. The rest of them don't matter. You might say, "Oh, but how will the plot develop?" We care not for things like that here. I think I'm on the right track. Actually, I don't recall a path this arduously long in my past. Yeah, this is right. This is right. I think we're finally making progress back to the bridge. Stop. You'd think I would have learned by now. Just jump over them. Don't worry about anything else but leaping over your opponents. Bridge, I am ready for you. Yes, this seems fine. I'm so glad that I didn't get hit right there. At this moment, it's a matter of pride. I may have to go down to go up at this point here, but I'm gonna keep moving. Yeah. That seems fine though. Bring me right back up immediately. Please don't be a dead end. It's a dead end. You can beg and you can plead, but that doesn't make it so. Those guys need to knock it off. Very good. Very good video game developed by fellow humans. Check this out though. We go down. You might be saying, whoa, you're getting lost further and further into the jungle, my dude. But I say, no. Check this. Check this out. And we go up here. And then you're in another dead end, and then you get gradually more frustrated. But you play it cool. You play it cool. You don't want to get too upset, you know? It's only game. It's only very boring game. Boring and frustrating. But it's like I like to say, the silver lining with games like these is you literally never have to play them again. For all you watching, you literally don't ever have to play them once. You can go your entire life without experiencing Platoon on the NES, and it's about the sweetest thing that I could tell you on this day. That stuff like that, it's like, hey, you gotta jump over the tripwire, but at the same time, while you're trying to jump over the tripwire, somebody else is gonna jump down from the sky and intercept you, and you're like, cool. How long did it take you to design that? Oh yeah. Classic. The tree keeping you honest, making sure you don't actually make any progress, because that would be a real shame if anything were to happen. I mean, anything at all. Occurrences? We're not a fan of those here. No, we're a bigger fan of absolutely nothing, really. It's hell. This is actually... Man. You know what? This is probably worse than the Karate Kid. And the Karate Kid is a bad game. But at least with the Karate Kid, I felt like it was attempting to be a video game. This, I don't even know what it's trying to be. This just exists in a bubble. No, I'm pretty sure going that way isn't going to help me. I think. I don't know. No, this... It's a piece of software, yes. That's objectively true. But I don't even know if I can call it a video game, you know? It's an interactive piece of somewhat unappealing pixel art. Which, if you do it intentionally enough, you could get a solid award at an art show. But the problem is, this was very likely not submitted to any kind of art show. No, this was submitted to Toys R Us to be put on the shelf and sold to people wanting to have, you know, a good couple days or a couple weeks or potentially a couple months, depending on how few video games they have and how much they enjoy the medium. But then when you go there and you come home with Platoon, it's like an insidious kind of game that just kind of exists to completely undermine your time spent with the medium. And that's not by design, I'm sure. You know, I'm certain that the entire game was developed with the best intentions in mind, but it turns out intentions can only get you so far until you just have to be better. But, you know, consider the circumstances. How does development for most licensed tripe go? Well, it's pretty much the same song and dance no matter what kind of licensed tripe you look at. They want a companion piece for the film. They want it to come out in a timely fashion before the iron cools down. We found the bridge. My God. There's the explosives. Run for it. Nice. They tried to get me with that tripwire there, but I didn't fall for that one. Alright, well, you know, it took us 40 straight minutes of wandering the jungle to make one thing happen. Oh, no. Okay, that's what I read about here. Now, the game introduces innocent civilians, and if you shoot them, you lose morale. So it's basically like a second health bar. You don't want to lose your morale for obvious reasons. You'll go insane, and then you'll scream up into the sky like he's doing right below me. I'm pretty sure, at least. No. I don't want to shoot you, sir. Please care about your business. Here's to hoping that there's something interesting to do in this village besides walking around, but so far, walking around seems to be the entire thing. Here is a map of tunnel system. And a table. A stool. Oh, okay. Rubbish. Maybe I should have been pressing up on various things throughout the village. Could be something very important that I need. Like, more rubbish. Empty. You have found a trapdoor. You must first find a torch. Of course! You know, it's just basic stuff there. You have found a torch. Well, thank Christ, it was right there. I literally didn't even see it. Okay, well. Status 4. Let's try to stay alive, please. You found a trapdoor. Push fire to tunnel system. The tunnel system. Oh, no. No. Oh, no. Enemy ammunition, okay. This is, you know what? It's better than doing the same thing I've been doing, so... Pog? Dude! This is brutal. I'm gonna run out of ammo. Like how your weapons swing... What? It doesn't appear to work. Great. I'm glad I at least found the map of the tunnel system before I came here. You know, that's something. But boy, your aim, it sure does sway. Wow, your history again. Well, we're on our fifth guy. You didn't make it. Only one of your Platoon. Excuse me? You seeing this? Only one of your Platoon members remains at the entrance to the tunnels. You have one more chance to take control of your man. Platoon. Well, you know, whatever, man. I mean, I guess. It's not quite what I would call it. Dude, you cannot survive in here. Like, sincerely, there's nothing you can do about this. Oh my god. Enemy weapons, great. You know, that's fantastic and all, but there's nothing else. A plan of the tunnel system. Looks like a stool to me. Yeah, you're right. You found a box of flares. That's convenient. Shame I'm gonna die in one more hit and there's nothing I can really do to stop it. Right, that one doesn't appear to work. It doesn't appear to work. Doesn't appear to work. It looks like a stool to me. This is the table. I am the table. We live another day. We live another day. We live another day. Oh my god. Yeah, taking it slow is the only option. And then it's barely an option. Oh my god. Oh no, that's bad. That's bad. We're in a long tunnel. We're running out of ammo. And I sincerely doubt it's gonna give me some kind of continue point once I die here. It's gonna throw me right back to the beginning of the game in the jungle, and then it'll say, "Suck eggs, nerd." Oh no. I have like no ammo left. Please be ammo in this room. Okay, it's a box of flares, medical supplies. Hey, medical supplies are good. More medical supplies. What? Enemy weapons, empty. Well, kind of need ammo if I'm being honest with you. Not quite good enough to not have any ammo in this entire box. The enemy weapons, I can't use those or anything. It's just for show. Okay, well, no ammo, so I'm basically just gonna get toasted here. Yep, look at that. That's all. Oh yeah, that is literally all I can do is just stand there and wait to take damage. You know, rather poor, I would say. And your history. There you go. Your platoon has been destroyed. You didn't make it. Press fire. Game over. Hold on. 1 second here. Just one moment. Apparently you can warp directly to the ending if you put your name as a specific thing in the high score thing. Well, this is maybe the lowest morale I have ever had in all my 100 billion episodes of this series so far. This, I think, is the absolute worst I have felt. Like, that is truly and genuinely misery incarnate. I'm right back to this terrible section here. What do we even do about it? Like, this is the closest I've come to just feeling like I wanted to just end the episode early. I cannot lie, you know? I don't want there to be, you know, too much negativity surrounding it, but what positivity can you really bring to the table with Platoon? This is not a good game. In case you didn't, you know, get that, that's what I thought about that so far. Right, you can't do that little quick turnaround thing that you can in some games. It doesn't matter. I mean, I don't have enough time to even make it back to the 3D tunnels. If I were to be able to continue there, like at the 3D tunnels, I might say, okay, maybe we can work something out, you and me, Mr. Video Game. But as it is... Jesus. I knew he was there. Again, I don't care anymore. So, boy, what can I talk about instead? Because I'd like to try to erase this game from my memory while I'm playing it. It's a bold attempt, you know. Try to actively take something out of your brain while it's already occurring. Scientists said it couldn't be done. But we're going to manage it here. Think about things you're excited for instance. I'm excited for the British Grand Prix tomorrow. No, that's not tomorrow. It's the sprint race tomorrow. The race itself is on Sunday. Little worried that Lewis Hamilton will be Lewis Hamilton and win it again. You know, I acknowledge he's the GOAT, but a GOAT makes for a good villain. Even though he's just like a genuinely good guy and doesn't even try to play a villainous role. You know, it's not like he's a Mazepin or anything like that. Who is, from all reports, seems like it's kind of not that good of a guy. I don't know the whole story, but boy, what else is up though? You know, get Rampage again after this game. We know that's good. We know that's fun. We'll be able to compare it against the Master System version, see which one absolutely rocks the most. Which one makes me want to turn into a giant monkey and decimate the world? Or at least the country. That's true. Don't slander the giant animals. They didn't destroy the world. Just a good chunk of half of it. Which comes out to be, you know, roughly like 1/8. Hold on. Okay, no, never mind. My cats are rustling around in boxes, and I was really worried that one of them was attempting to throw up in the closet, which would be a terrible place for puke, because it would be hell to try to get back there and pick it up. But they are cats, so don't put it past them. So I did pick up something that will not immediately contribute, but will eventually contribute to the quality of the channel. I bought a little foot pedal that I can press down. You may have heard me click it right there. What I have done is I have mapped the foot pedal to create cue points within videos that I record in XSplit. I can then take those videos, port them into the XSplit video editor, and the cue points will be there. What that will effectively allow me to do is when something funny or poggy or good happens in one of these videos, I can just step on that pedal, set a point for it, and thus I'll be able to create highlight reels. What I would like to do, and you won't see this happen for quite some time just because of how long it takes to get through a full month like of releases here, I'd like to start compiling little best of highlight reels of like January 1989 and whatnot. Obviously, I don't plan on like backlogging them or anything like that. I don't plan on going back and doing those video types for like all the previous months I've done. It would be nice, but I just don't have the time or the energy to watch through all those videos and pick highlight moments out. But I'm hoping that that could actually be something rather accessible, and those could be fairly successful videos. Because as much as I enjoy the 60-minute format, I know a lot of people just don't like watching 60 straight minutes of a retro game that hasn't even been like practiced or anything like that. Just totally blind footage. And don't worry, they're not going away. I need to get that highlight footage from somewhere. Wow, look, I actually found the explosives. Incredible. But yeah, those aren't going away. The channel is remaining as it was. I may also opt to add some additional content, like just highlights of other games I'm playing if I happen to be capturing them. I don't know. The sky's the limit with the little foot pedal. I kind of dig it, you know? But that way I can just click a button, set that cue point. I don't need to like reach up for the keyboard to do a keyboard command or anything like that. It's just right there at the power of my toes. And I think that's neat. And plus, you know, when I want to start my illustrious speedrunning, like a career speedrunning exclusively Bubsy games, then I can use that for my splits. No, I'm not a speedrunner. I don't have the patience to be a speedrunner. They say, oh, just speedrun a game that you like and won't even feel like work. No. See, the problem with that is it actually just kind of makes you like the games you like less. Because then you're playing them non-stop and trying to grind them out to frame perfect perfection. Doesn't quite work for me. Shame that I've lost like everybody in my platoon so far. Wow, what an anticlimax that was. He was standing up. He was fine. He'll shrug it right off, you know? Take a quick walk, shake it off. Yeah, he'll... Does it even show my high score somewhere? Oh, I don't know. Like that right there. You start the game. The second you start the game, unless you start moving to the right immediately, bop, there's your first hit. They say, welcome to Vietnam, motherfucker. Just malicious, man. An actively malicious video game. Accidentally actively malicious. I'm sure somebody out there has like the entire jungle layout memorized and they know exactly where to go. I feel sorry for them. Like my eyes are about to just like ooze out of my head. You ever just play a game like that where the more you play, like the less conscious you become of the world around you? I've had that happen for good reasons, where, you know, like you get so immersed that you're not thinking about it anymore, but other times you're just like playing something and you're like, make it stop. You feel like at the end of A Clockwork Orange when they've got Alex in that device, they're like forcing his eyes open, forcing him to watch the content. Forcing him to watch XQC. Ooh, that's a new record time finding those explosives. Incredible. It was a total accident stumbling upon them, but surprised I found them. If this jungle is legitimately not the same every time, then that is awful. That is putrid. I'm pretty sure that that's not the case. But boy, the thought that the even remote possibility that that could be the case just like makes the bile in the back of my throat rise. I want to puke just thinking about that. You may say, oh, you're just being over dramatic, and I would tell you, yes, of course, because it's funnier that way. Dude, I thought for sure I was going to land right on that tripwire. Dude, way to wait until you have no time left and just, like, perform the best you've ever performed in the game. How on brand is that? And no, I'm not going to put a timer anywhere on the screen because you have a YouTube video length. You can just look at it there. I have my timer, you have your timer, we'll keep them separate, you know? Separation of YouTube and XSplit. I have never been so relieved to see the final 10 seconds tick down like this. Oh, that's it. That's time. Oh, thank God. Wow! Oh, that's a bad game. It's boring. It's full of cheap hits. It's obtuse. You just get lost the whole time. It is everything that makes a game not work. And honestly, that's impressive to me. More than anything else, like, that's crazy. Hold on. Wowie. Yeah, we are rating that even below Temple of Doom, actually. And Temple of Doom was a bad game. It's incredible how the quality of all this went. We started with Bionic Commando and Blades of Steel, and we're all the way down to Platoon now. Ooh, that's the kind of pain that the holiday season for the NES brings. December of 1988. We still got quite a few more games on the docket for it as well, but before we do that, we do have to return back to the Sega Master System yet again. What are we playing there? We beat Reggie Jackson Baseball, and by beat it, I mean played it for 60 minutes and got absolutely schooled the entire time. So next is Ys, The Vanished Omens, which I believe is another game that 60 minutes will not do justice to, so that'll be interesting. That is a classic RPG franchise, and I don't know if that's like the first ever Ys game. I know there's a lot of Japanese exclusive ones, so I don't know what we'll be getting into with that, but I can almost guarantee you it'll be better than Platoon. So, as always, thank you for joining me. We'll see you next time.